Thanks indeed, Pratibha. Thanks indeed. Big news coming out of the United States, viewers, and that's going to mean that the Prime Minister, for the second time in about 7 years, is going to be addressing that joint session of US Parliament, so to speak, Congress and the Senate. But we'll stick to the United States because preceding the Prime Minister's visit to the United States is also Rahul Gandhi, who has been there now for the last 3 or 4 days, and he has been holding forth in various universities. So let's cut to those pictures and show Rahul Gandhi in the United States really trying to build up his own profile amongst Indian Americans there. And viewers, the Congress leader, Rahul Gandhi, in the context of his visit and addressing these meetings, important ones, has sparked another controversy. Throwing nuance to the wind once again, Rahul Gandhi has justified his party's alliance with the sectarian Indian Union Muslim League by handing the predominantly Kerala-based party a certificate of sorts, a certificate saying that it is one of the most secular parties in this country, that it is in no way communal. This is out of character for the Congress, viewers. It has a history of tying up with parties like the Badruddin Ajmal-led or founded AIUDF, which is a sectarian party in Assam, champions the rights of minorities there, and other sectarian outfits in other states. It has also, of course, shared the stage with certain other leaders from the minority community that have in the past attracted controversy for using a very, very communal rhetoric to target their opponents. But first, listen to Rahul Gandhi on the IUML that has worked hard to play down its origins in the pre-independence Jinnah-led Muslim League. Listen to this. Listen to what he's saying exactly.
You talked about secularism and democracy while opposing the Hindu party BJP. However, Congress in Kerala has been in alliance with the Muslim party, Muslim League in Kerala, the state from which you were MP for more than, the state you are the MP for more than 70 years.
Muslim League is a completely secular party.
Right.
There's nothing non-secular about the Muslim League.
Now, viewers, you heard Rahul Gandhi there giving a certificate, in fact, to the IUML, and that really has sparked this massive controversy here in India with the Bharatiya Janata Party accusing Rahul Gandhi and the Congress Party, viewers, of appeasement politics. The BJP has come out and said that Rahul Gandhi, because he's a member of parliament from Wayanad, where there are about 60% plus Muslims, is looking to woo that electorate, is unsure of his support amongst them, and therefore is making these sort of statements that will placate them, at least he believes will placate them. The BJP says that what is really problematic about Rahul Gandhi's endorsement is that the IUML, viewers, according to the BJP, is in fact a sectarian outfit that has links to a large number of communal conflagrations, as well as the link to also taking an extremely conservative line on issues which would have actually escalated or accelerated the process of secularization of our society. So viewers, let's look at some of these facts, but before we look at the facts, let's listen to how the Congress and the BJP have been squaring off over Rahul Gandhi's iterations. Listen to this.
अब राहुल गांधी जी की मजबूरी हो गई है, अमेठी हार चुके हैं, वायनाड में लड़ना है, तो कभी मुस्लिम ब्रदरहुड की बात करनी, कभी मुस्लिम लीग की बात करनी है। और यही नहीं, जो मुसलमानों के लिए अलग से सीट रिजर्वेशन चाहते थे, शरिया कानून लागू करना चाहते थे, ये उसके सदस्य थे। राहुल गांधी जी को और कांग्रेस पार्टी को इस पे जवाब देना चाहिए।
Definitely, IUML is a secular party. They believe in secularism. They fight for secularism, and they are against fascist movements. So Whatever Rahul Gandhi says is 100% correct.
He has to say that because it is a Muslim League which elects him from Wayanad. But look at the name of the party itself, Indian Union Muslim League. In a democracy, how can you have a religion which is exclusive purview of one religion? It's a completely communal party which is promoted communal agenda.
ये वो मुस्लिम लीग है जिससे भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने स्वयं नागपुर म्युनिसिपैलिटी में अलायंस किया, गठबंधन किया म्युनिसिपैलिटी पे कब्जा करने के लिए। ये वो मुस्लिम लीग है जिससे भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने नागपुर में गठबंधन किया था। ये वो मुस्लिम लीग है जिसको अटल जी पसंद करते थे।
Well, viewers, there is no doubt that Atal Bihari Vajpayee had invited a leader from the IUML. There is also no doubt about the fact that there was some sort of a alliance, purported alliance between the BJP and the IUML in a particular local body election. But the fact of the matter is, viewers, and let's address that, that's the big elephant in the room. Is the IUML a sectarian party with a communal outlook? Now, there's nothing wrong in championing the interests of one community. It's okay. It's allowed under the Constitution. Therefore, this party has never been banned. Some would even say that the BJP champions Hindu rights. So what's the problem with that? But the fact is, viewers, the fact is, are there any specific communal links? And let's look at the facts, and let's run you through some of them. Here on your screens, viewers, are the details of a massacre that occurred in 2003. In fact, this was called the Marad Massacre 2, because there was one that was a precursor to this in 2002. What happened here? 8 Hindu fishermen were killed in communal violence. 62 Muslims were sentenced to life imprisonment. Most of those sentenced belonged to the IUML. The charges were murder, attempt to murder, rioting. Not just this, the IUML went out of its way to defend hate preacher Zakir Naik, who's a fugitive from Indian law. In 2016, in fact, when Naik was under the lens after the Dhaka terror attacks, the IUML, viewers, went out of its way on the back of a probe that had been launched by the center into Naik's speeches to back it, saying that this is a highly condemnable action on part of the center, which was branding Naik as a terror promoter. Also, it said in no uncertain terms that the BJP-led government is hunting Naik for unfounded reasons. Now, while these facts may be damning, viewers, there's little doubt that the IUMLs, and this is something that is actually more problematic at some levels, that IUML's conservatism is inherently at variance with India's inherent pluralism. And I'll give you some instances of that also. Let's go over it. I have some details here. Look at how it reacted to the Shah Bano judgment. Incidentally, not very differently from the Congress. GM Banatwala, IUML MP, moved the bill to oppose the move. IUML called the verdict a gross departure from judicial tradition. Marriageable age at 21, opposed the move to raise the age of marriage for women from 18. IUML called it an attempt to encroach on Muslim personal law. Triple talaq ban. IUML opposed the criminalization of triple talaq by the center. There it is on your screens, viewers. IUML's women's wing, in fact, even approached the Supreme Court challenging the move. On gender-neutral education policy, opposed Kerala's push for general neutral education. It said, and I quote them, pulls youth away from moral values, religious awareness. So on quite a few issues which fall foul, according to the IUML, of certain practices in Islam, the IUML rejected these reforms, so to speak. Now, of course, Rahul Gandhi ignores all these facts, but blithely paints the RSS in communal colors, and I can take you through the instances when Rahul Gandhi has accused the RSS of being fundamentalist and fascist, and RSS secret societies built on lines of Muslim brotherhood, and you know all of these. Some of these statements have got Rahul into trouble, i.e. earned him court cases. So let's open this up for debate because it's a sensitive issue, viewers, and let's get the sentiments of those that are the stakeholders. And I want to first begin tonight with a couple of guests, Faisal Babu and Dr. Ajay Alok. Dr. Ajay Alok, Rahul Gandhi has put out and said, now, Mr. Faisal Babu, you just hold your camera steady because you're bouncing around in the frame and you're on air. So just hold it tight. Don't worry. We can see you. You're very visible. Let me bring in Dr. Ajay Alok. Dr. Ajay Alok of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Straight question to you. Why does the BJP feel that a sectarian party, which, yes, espouses Muslim interests, several parties in this country do, not banned by any agency, not circumscribed by any agency, having an alliance with it is problematic, or this is a communal organization? Can you explain?
See, Rahul, you have to look into the genesis. When this party was born after the partition of India. And who were the founder members? At Muhammad Ismail, he was actually the right-hand man of Muhammad Ali Jinnah in southern part of the country, in Tamil Nadu and in Kerala. There was one Mr. Pomkar, if I am not mistaken, and one Mr. Ismail. They formed this party, and that's why Nehru never liked it, because Nehruji knew that they are actually cronies of Jinnah. So Congress never had an alliance with this party till 1977. And from 1977, after emergency, the election happened. From 1977, this party has been an ally of Congress. All the things you have mentioned, right from Marad episode to triple talaq to other things, which definitely and incidentally prove that this party is absolutely communal. There is no doubt about it. We don't debate it. But to call a communal party a secular, that gives you an instinct that what is there in your veins, what is there in your DNA, and that's what you call appeasement. The Congress party and Rahul Gandhi, they have this in their blood, the appeasement politics. वो एक शेर है फिराक गोरखपुरी का कि मैं क्या कहूँ ये मेरे बस में है। अरे ये
The
तो
very
मेरे
fact
नस-नस
that
में।
some individuals belong to a outfit before partition and then founded another outfit after partition doesn't necessarily make them communal. Maybe one of the reasons they didn't go along with Mr. Jinnah was because they disagreed with him. So I'm just playing devil's advocate. Is there anything else that you can proffer by the way of fact that links the IUML to a communal outlook or even an anti-secular ethos?
The very fact, I got it. I got your point. The very fact that if you get into the records and check in 1951, this party in Constituent Assembly clearly demanded that Sharia law should be allowed in Indian Constitution. This is the first party in the history of free India who has demanded Sharia law in the Constituent Assembly. What more do you want? This party is the only party which bargained from Congress with Nehru that this party should be treated as a sole representative of Muslims. What more do you want? There are episodes and episodes of interest.
Okay, so one quick question then. In 2012, the BJP and the IUML allied in the Nagpur civic body elections. Mr. Vajpayee deputed E. Ahmed of the IUML to go to Geneva. E. Ahmed, of course, then became an MOS for External Affairs. Why didn't you bring up its communal outlook then? That's a legitimate question that I'm posing before Mr. Kamru Zaman poses it to you. Let's just have it out from you.
Absolutely.
Tell us.
Absolutely. Ishrat Ansari and Aslam,
Rahul,
two of the corporators, they won in Nagpur Municipal Corporation election. And
One second, Mr. Kamru Zaman, let
BJP
him finish.
Because BJP alone was not forming the government by winning only 62 seats. They required 74. The 10 independent MLA supported the BJP. That makes it 72. And these two voluntarily supported, without any condition, supported BJP and later merged. So you cannot call it this as an alliance. As far as in UPA government, where Mr. Vajpayee, they are claiming that Mr. Vajpayee used to like and Mr. Vajpayee used to do. See, as a Prime Minister, the Prime Minister carries the opposition and carries everyone along with him. That doesn't mean an alliance. Ideologically, BJP has been opposed to this right from RSS or you say Jan Sangh days. So it's nothing new. But what I'm amused today that it's the Congress party which is showing dual colors all the time. because Rahul Gandhi is in a hurry. He's in a hurry to prove to his world, to his constituency, Wayanad, that he has become more Muslims than what Muslims actually are. He's trying to give that word. You have to understand that, because that is appeasement, what they have been doing. And in coming elections, they have only one sole point.
Of course, viewers now. Okay, Dr. Ajay Alok, okay, just hold your thoughts, because viewers, there is also talk which is unverified right now. Of course, BJP leaders have been putting out details of how Rahul Gandhi, some of his patrons in the United States are linked to certain nefarious organizations, Muslim rights organizations, anti-Hindu fascist organizations that have ties allegedly to the ISI. That is also in the ether, by the way, unverified, but there is increasing concern over some of those individuals that are associated with some of his programs. Let me tell you, viewers, that it's very interesting, because if you look at some of the posters that have been tweeted by the Congress party itself, there are a large number of individuals listed there who claim to have affiliations or who are said to be affiliated to certain organizations that are working internationally, which have these links. So these are the other sort of whisper campaign, which I'm sort of just bringing to your attention, because you must have seen it on social media, viewers. But let me just quickly bring in the Congress. Mr. Choudhary, how do you respond to Dr. Ajay Alok? We also have Dr. Ranganathan, which will go out to him in just a few moments. The IUML boss, Faisal Babu, is also there with us, and I'll bring him in. But the Congress first must react, because today the Congress has been accused of appeasing not just as sectarian party, but also a party that is communal. And therefore you're being hypocritical, because if the RSS is such a touch-me-not for the Congress party, then what are you doing with the IUML?
It's like calling the kettle what do you call this? Let me just directly come to the basic point out here. There are 2 points to the entire debate today. First of all, let me clarify, there is no direct link between the Indian Union Muslim League and the Jinnah Muslim League per se. If you want a detailed discussion on that, we can have that. But there is a definite link between Shyama Prasad Mukherjee's Hindu Maha Sabha and the present day BJP. That same Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, who was a deputy in the Fazlul Haq government in 1939-1941, after Veer Savarkar retired from Hindu Maha Sabha, it was this same Hindu Maha Sabha who, along with Jinnah's Muslim League, wanted a partition of Bengal and partition of India. That's point number one. So who is hypocritical of the partition of India? That's another debate, absolutely. Now the most important point out here, if Indian Union Muslim League is a political party recognized by the Election Commission of India, has got all rights to ally with whichever party it likes. It has allied with the Congress party. That's the reason why the BJP cannot fathom this. Now you see, the main reason is not that why the IUML should be allying with the Congress. The problem is in the name of the Muslim word out there. You know, the type of repulsion that these people have on the word Muslim itself is the main subject matter of today's debate. Why I say this? You see all those
one second. Don't make this. Don't play the victimhood card. No, hang on. I refuse to. No, Kamru Choudhary, now just hold your breath. Can you deny? Can you deny? Excuse me, sir. Can you deny? Please.
Because you have sounded me out, and I need to...
Mr. Choudhary, you can accuse the BJP of victimizing Muslims.
I need to call you out, because the debate has been narrated in such a way, even the BJP's minister... No, Rahul, let me finish. Let me finish, please. I hope you are not the BJP spokesperson out there.
I am asking, like the devil's advocate, questions of the BJP about, you know, Mr. Vajpayee, their own tie-ups with the IUML. So don't try to play this constant victim card. I am only asking you a specific question here. Is it not true, sir, that the IUML, through some of its pronouncements, like its backing for Zakir Naik, like it's going out there and its cadres being involved in a horrible massacre, a communal riot, obviously has got sympathies, if not links, to extremism, number one. Number two, these are all facts which you can't dispute. Number two, now, yes, the IUML can say that those cadre don't belong to us anymore. We don't know what every cadre is doing in our party. They can come out with all of that. But I don't know if the IUML at that time disassociated itself with the carnage, number one. Number two, most important, and I'll get the IUML in on this. Number two, why were they defending Zakir Naik, who's accused of creating havoc, even in Bangladesh, another Muslim country? And number three, very importantly, viewers, why were they blocking important reforms that could have led to the secularization of our polity and, most importantly, of our laws? These are fundamental questions. Kamru Choudhary, please tell me, what does that make them?
And their ally, CPM Chief Minister.
Very important, wait.
CPM Chief Minister on the floor of the House said...
Wait, Ajay ji. Very important questions, Rahul, you have raised out here today.
Yes, we've
if you
got
go
all that,
point
but
by
I'm
point,
just
why
adding a
Zakir
point.
Naik was supported by IUML, was supported... Let me finish, please. Let me finish. These are very pertinent points that need to be answered out here. That has to be replied by the Indian Union Muslim League, why they supported Zakir Naik, who wanted a division on communal lines in India and creating hatred within the society. Congress party is very clear on that. Second point that I'm coming out here, when you raise the point of the
Congress
communal
party
rights
now outsourcing, so you didn't want to do your due diligence.
IUML activist.
So you didn't want to do your due diligence.
No, why not the due diligence?
So no due
out here,
diligence.
Rahul?
Congress is absolved of doing due
it's not
diligence.
a
They can
question
just
of
go
due
out there
diligence
and ally with just about anybody. Okay, let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan on this. Let's open this up. Faisal Babu is also here with us. Let us first set the stage. Let us first set the stage. Then I want a detailed response from the IUML, and Rahul Ishwar will square off with the IUML. Rahul Ishwar is from the state of Kerala. So we'll come to that. But Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this?
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, if the Indian Union Muslim League or IUML is secular, then Taliban are feminists, Zakir Naik is an atheist, and Hafiz Saeed is an apostle of peace. Rahul, have said this before, making sense of your namesake is as easy as consuming rasam with chopsticks. But on this US trip, I'm afraid he has truly lost his Italian marbles. Muslim League is secular, democracy is dead, India has become intolerant. भाई तू क्या रहा है? बोनवीटा में भांग मिलाई क्या? Rahul, IUML is the progeny of the original ML or Muslim League of Jinnah. Those guys ran off to Pakistan, leaving their blood brothers behind who formed the Muslim League here. Does Rahul Gandhi even know what secularism means and what the Muslim League wants? I'll tell you what it wants. It wants Sharia law to be imposed. In fact, it has said, quote, to not have Sharia law in India would be a Himalayan mistake, unquote. It perpetrated, as you said, the anti-Hindu Maha massacre. It opposed the CAA and the triple talaq ban. It calls LGBT and homosexual people as, quote, worst humans. It doesn't want gender-neutral classrooms. It doesn't want Waqf board members to come from the Public Service Commission. It changed the names of Kerala village like Kurati Yakuda as it was, quote, unquote, Hindu sounding. It got 10% Muslim reservation instituted for government jobs. And it was responsible for Malappuram to be carved off as a Muslim strong district after fighting and demanding it. And do you know who opposed them back in 1969 for this? Yes, the Congress. कहां से कहां पहुंच गए हो? कहां से कहां पहुंच गए हो?
Well, that doesn't read very well, Mr. Choudhary.
And to add up,
yes,
and to add up one more thing,
bring in the Muslim League
Bhadra
right
Kali
after that.
temple was painted green and was converted
one
into a
second,
mosque.
Dr. Ajay, look, one second. Let Mr. Choudhary, we'll go one by one, please. We'll go one by one. Mr. Choudhary, first respond. I just want to ask you, a party that doesn't want the marriageable age to be increased, a party that had a problem with the conventional laws of this land and wanted Sharia law, and a party that refers to homosexuals as something worse than animals. Can the Congress seriously have an alliance? What is the ideological connection here? Or is it that the Congress also believes this now? Simple question to you.
Rahul, your attempt to link Congress party with the issues are well debated and well stated out there in the public domain. Our
Take a position then
party
tonight.
stand on homosexuality, on Sharia law, on triple talaq law, on any other contentious issue that you want to bring out in the public domain is already there.
So what are you doing with the IUML?
The Indian Union Muslim League, not the what is the BJP doing with the RSS? RSS is also a fascist organization striving for the Hindu Rashtra.
It's not a party, sir.
Don't you think Hindu
It's not a party, it's a social organization. And for a moment...
Now you cannot compare...
This is bizarre.
You cannot
what
compare
is BJP
what
with
is
the
the meaning of all
okay.
the Congress party?
Does the RSS viewers... No, hang on. Does the... No, one second. Lower everyone's faders because I'm not going to have noise on this debate and I'm not going to raise my voice. So, one second. Mr. Choudhary, please give me a second. Don't keep speaking over other people. Give yourself a break also, an intellectual one also. Sometimes we confuse issues in our mind. Some amount of reflection allows for these wires, our neurons, to untangle themselves. So let's give yourself some time. Viewers, this is an absolutely absurd claim. Just think about it. What did this gentleman say? The RSS and the BJP, why are they together? You know, viewers, the RSS believes in a uniform civil code. But the IUML believes in a Sharia. So who is more secular here? But the Congress will not see it. Now, yes, Dr. Ranganathan, you wanted to make a point. Faisal Babu is there, and Rahul Ishwar right after. Yes.
No, just my good friend Kamru ji, and just to expose the kind of logic I'm afraid he has used, I think this is an off day for him. Maybe it's Friday, that's the reason. He says, Rahul, you know the Congress's stand on all the issues on which I and you, Rahul, have exposed the Indian Union Muslim League to be rampantly communal and bigoted. He says, our stand is different. By that logic, he would say that we can ally with BJP and RSS because, quote unquote, our stand is different from them on many issues. The question is, you are an ally of a blatantly homophobic, anti-India, anti-Hindu organization. And I have proved it to you. So the best you can do is very calmly apologize
for it. Let's get Faisal Babu to respond.
Hypocrite.
Are you anti-India and anti-Hindu? That's the charge that is being made. Faisal Babu, how do you respond to it?
Rahul, am I audible?
Is he there with us, Faisal Babu? Yes, you are now. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
With IUML is the entire focus point
of this debate. Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you getting me now?
Yes. Go ahead. Yes, clearly. Go ahead.
Yes. IUML is the core theme of this debate. The entire discussion now we are conducting here focusing on IUML and concerned about IUML. You started the discussion by, 8 o'clock. Now 8:30. You just... I'm getting the chance just now only, So actually, I told your coordinator who called me to the discussion, and I told him that you just to provide sufficient time to present our views. And first of all, Mr. Rahul, your name is Rahul. I think it is some little reference to Hindu ideology or Hindu religion. Can I call you a communalist? No. How can we measure, analyze a particular person, a particular organization be communal? Not on the name, not in terms of the title, but in terms of deeds, right? Hey, Mr. Ranganathan, you please be there. We will never interfere.
You talk what you want, communal bigot. Answer this first. Do you want Sharia law in India or not?
Mr. Ranganathan, you please
Sharia law?
You please be there.
Do you want Sharia law? Do you oppose Sharia law? Answer this question. Don't run away. Don't run away. I am here.
Okay, one second. Dr. Ranganathan, let him finish.
Yeah,
don't take the bait. Let Faisal Babu place his argument, then you can respond.
Mr. Rahul,
okay, just give him 30 seconds. Yes, go ahead.
You are the moderator. You have to control the entire discussion.
Yeah, go ahead, Faisal Babu. I'm not stopping you.
Be the moderator.
Yes, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Go ahead. Please make your point.
Stop taking my name then, Babu.
Yes.
Do you understand English? Stop.
Okay, I'm going to have to lower everyone's faders except for Faisal Babu. Just 1 second. Let him finish. I can give you a point. Look, viewers, there has been a train accident also. And I want to go to that story, but if I can't get these two gentlemen to give their point of views in turn, we will not be able to move on. So very quickly, Mr. Faisal Babu, can you make your point? And Dr. Ranganathan, you can rebut him at length after that, and I want to bring in also Rahul Ishwar. Yes. Carry on, Mr. Babu.
When I'm making clear my point that someone is interfering, that is your duty to control him, to suggest him be silent, right? So
yes, can you get on with it, or I'm going to just stop you and we'll move on. I've given you the opportunity. Now carry on. Move, make your point. What is the point? Do you support Sharia or do you not support Sharia?
We are a political party, IUML, you know. It's his registered political party. Again, he's showing something, you know. Just to see, Rahul.
What is it bothering you if he's showing something? He's showing his face, he can show his clothes. You respond. I'm asking you, do you support Sharia, yes or no?
Muslim League is a registered political party. Do you believe can a communal party engage in the election politics in India with its communal nature? We are a registered political party. We are engaging the power politics. Many times we handle different portfolios in Kerala.
Do you support Sharia? Yes, no.
Brother, let me
well,
finish.
If I listen to the left and I listen to the Congress, I'm told every day that the BJP is a communal party and therefore it is participating in our political process. So you're shooting yourself in the foot. Now my second question to you is, do you believe in the Sharia imposition? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Muslim person, every Muslim individual has right to follow Sharia. What is your problem? Every Hindu religion person can.
Do you want it imposed across the country?
What is your problem? Every Christian.
Do you want it imposed across the country? Okay, what is my problem? I think viewers, it tells you that this is a party that has an outlook.
Brother, Sharia is a set of rules that is suggesting the Muslim person, being Muslim, they have to follow their personal life.
Okay.
Each and every religion
sir, we have, excuse me, sir. Sir, excuse me, we have a constitution which is secular in its outlook and our laws are secular. So we cannot have a parallel justice system that Pakistan has. And do you know what Pakistan is? It's an openly communal country. Now, one second, Rahul Ishwar, respond to Mr. Babu. He's saying that, yes, we believe in Sharia. The Congress, of course, has just told us that it doesn't believe in Sharia. So you already have a problem here. Rahul Ishwar, yes.
Just two submissions. One, Muslim League is not a secular party, but a communist-based party, a community-based party that follows a pluralistic line. Let me quote what RSS officially says about Indian Union Muslim League just 2 months ago. We are open to Indian Union Muslim League because we don't believe they have extremist views. We are ready to talk with them because they don't support extremism. We are always open for discussion with Indian Union Muslim League because they are not like other extremist Muslim organizations. This is not said by Rahul Ishwar. This is said by March 19, 2023, RSS Sangh Chalak KK Belram in Kerala when he was asked by press. Second, hold on. Second, Indian Union Muslim League, let us check the legacy of them. In the holy temple of Indian Parliament, the Indian Lok Sabha, C.H. Muhammad Koya said, if holy Mecca attacks India, me and my children will be the first to fight Mecca. And these are the statements that Muslim League have come about. So there is a pluralistic side to them. Yes, we can definitely question them supporting Zakir Naik. We can definitely question them regarding some policies. But let us see it in a balanced way. There are many positive aspects of Muslim League. There are many aspects we can debate too. Indian Union Muslim League have always maintained a moderate kind of position. A center-right Muslim party is what they position. And Kerala BJP leaders, including Sangh leaders, respects Muslim League because they have always maintained a bridge-building consensus kind of nature. So criticize them on policies, absolutely yes, but understand the relevance of Muslim community or Muslim League because Kerala's moderate structure has been immensely helped by Muslim League. So let us see things in a balance and not sway to the both sides because even RSS leaders on record have said this about Indian Union Muslim League. That's my submission.
Yeah. So
okay, I just want to very quickly say this. And Faisal Babu, can you explain this? 1 second, he's a lawyer and I want to get him to respond to this. Thomas P. Joseph Commission of Inquiry said, on the massacre. The NDF and IUML activists are involved in the conspiracy and massacre. It is quite unlikely that those activists got involved in the conspiracy and massacre without the blessings of their local leadership, at the very least. It also, I want you to respond to this also, that the IUML also attacked the center in 2013, 17th of February, for carrying out the sentence, court-designated sentence of Afzal Guru execution. And you said, not as an Indian citizen, but as a Kashmiri terrorist with a Muslim identity. This is what you said, that he was treated not as an Indian citizen, but as a Kashmiri terrorist with a Muslim identity. So you politicized or communalized terrorism also. So not just Zakir Naik, but you had sympathies for Afzal Guru. You said he's been persecuted for his religion when he was convicted and sentenced to death. How do you explain this, sir, if you are not communal?
Rahul, the entire allegation against Muslim League and baseless arguments against Muslim League, it's drafted as a complaint before the Supreme Court of India the last months by Wasim Rizvi. He submitted a petition, Muslim League is a communal party.
Okay.
Then we submitted our counter arguments. Then the Wasim Rizvi has withdrawn his application and petition. So even the Supreme Court of India, even the institutions of India, they can find any kind of evidence against IUML. Right? Last 75 years, we are been working here in India as as a secular party. Definitely, we have a focus to the marginalized community, Muslim community being a minority community, not a religious community, minority community, right? When you just go to Tamil Nadu, the Dravidians, they are focusing on the Dravidian community, right? So, you please, when you analyze in terms of IUML, you please look into the deeds of.
So you're saying you're sectarian, but you're not communal. Okay, let me get Dr. Ranganathan to respond to you. You're sectarian, but not communal. You represent a particular community's interest. You proudly do so, but you're not communal. Yes, what's wrong with that, Dr. Ranganathan? And I need to go to this breaking news.
Yeah, well, last time a party was sectarian, we got Pakistan. Rahul, but why are we even discussing this? The topic is IUML secular? I have proved it to you. Unless these people, including Mr. Babu, do not understand, which is quite possible, what secularism means. They are blatantly communal, far from being secular. They don't understand what secularism is. They want the Sharia law I have given you. These are the headlines from the newspaper Hindu. And it says, bid to oppose Sharia law, Himalayan mistake. Muslim League, they oppose virulently homosexuals. They want Sharia law. They called LGBT people as worst humans. They don't want gender neutral. I have told you all these things. What is the debate about? Faisal Babu should be exposed. Unfortunately, he will keep on rattling his lies.
Mr. Ranganathan, in India, every individual, every political party has their own views. They can express their own views.
Am I saying you don't have your views? You have right to your views. Who is opposing that?
Muslim League is
okay. One second. Let me just step in here, viewers. I need to call time on this debate. There is a debate raging here, viewers, on whether the IUML is merely a sectarian party or is it also communal. Both sides have presented their arguments. I leave it to you, viewers, to decide. Because look, there are other conservative parties who also believe that same-sex unions should not be legitimized. The Supreme Court raised the hopes of a community by suggesting that, yes, they should be, and then left them high and dry. Why? Because, viewers, they realized that perhaps society wasn't quite ready for it. Now, viewers, these are all subjective interpretations. My point is to decide whether tonight we can establish the fact that this particular outfit is communal, or we can go away saying that, look, they have an outlook, they represent a particular group, the people who have made statements sympathizing with various terror accused are an exception to the norm. They don't represent the larger party voice, this, that, the other. Those are legitimate arguments. You can make those arguments. I think Faisal Babu has. I leave it at this, viewers. You think about it. I personally believe that a party that has opposed certain very important reforms which could have led to the secularization of our polity, has a case to answer for. But viewers, as I told you, you heard both sides. I want to move on because there is some tragic news coming in.